Hi everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Jocelyn Jones and I am the co-founder of the Dutch Art Box. Let me see, where did it all start? I was born in Holland. My parents are British. So I was born and raised in the Netherlands, in The Hague, and I went to kindergarten there. That's where I learnt to speak Dutch. Then I went to the primary school, then I went to the secondary school, then I went to high school, then I went off to the Ichthus Hogeschool in The Hague and Rotterdam, which is a bit of a tongue twister if you don't speak Dutch. And I studied marketing there, so I've got a marketing degree. And after that, I went to the Graphic Lyceum in Rotterdam, so I did some graphic design there. The Koninklijke Academie, that's the Royal Academy of Arts in The Hague, and also the Open College of Arts in the UK. So I combined the best of two worlds, really. I have a degree in marketing and I'm also passionate about everything art. So I'm an artist myself, and so for a while I worked in large corporate companies, marketing and PR, and then I got pregnant. So I had a baby and I found it very tough to combine a job and take care of a baby. So I thought, this is too stressful, it's too much, so I'm going to leave my job and focus on being a mum, being with my baby and raising a child. So that's what I did, and after a couple of years things got easier and I decided I wanted to create work for myself, which was easy, enjoyable, and so that I had a lot of time at home when I needed to be home. So I started up Studio Jocelyn. That is a place where I teach arts to kids. So I had a studio. Kids would come to the studio and I would teach them art, and it was very nice. It was wonderful. I enjoyed it very much. And you might know this, The Hague is a very international city. It's the city of peace and justice. There are lots of expats, so a lot of non-Dutch speaking people. So it had a very nice vibe to it. So we had lots of people from all over the world who used to live for a couple of years in The Hague and then move on. So I got to meet very interesting people with very interesting cultures. So I liked that a lot. That was very enjoyable. And let's see what happened then. I did that for many years and then COVID struck. So we had to close down. Non-essential shops had to close, and any place where you would come together with a group of people, that was just not done. So we closed down, not knowing how long it would last. And then I started to think, well, what next? What do I do now? Then I decided to take my lessons that I had and put them online, because everything was going digital by that time. Online lessons from school, for schools, where that was just normal. So I decided, well, I can create something online. So that's what I did. I created online art classes for kids. And in the beginning it was very difficult because I had a totally different mindset. But then I opened up all my cupboards at home and to see what I had, and I had lots of computer screens, I had iPads, all kinds of cables, cameras, lights. So I made a very, very basic set in my living room and tried it out, and the first few lessons were okay, especially considering it was the first time and I had no idea what I was doing really, technology-wise, and also the way to teach online is totally different than a live lesson. So gradually it got better and better, and I created, from the temporary studio that I made in my living room, I created, actually I'm sitting right in it, this studio here. So it has everything I need. It has cameras, it has lights, and I can work very comfortably. Now I teach children all over Europe. I still can't quite get my head around that. I teach kids all the way up in Norway, and actually further down, even outside of Europe, all the way down to Saudi Arabia. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And we get together every week, and I've never seen these kids in real life. They're all online, but we have a great connection and we have lots of fun, and I love it very much. And simultaneously, we started up the Dutch Art Box. We, as in my mum, Jean Elliott, she's also the co-founder of the Dutch Art Box. And it's like we subconsciously thought we had to create something online, because this happened a year or so before COVID started. So we'd set up the Dutch Art Box, and it started out as a website for artists where they could learn new skills, promote themselves, their artwork, and connect with each other. And over the years it has developed into something very cool, even though I say so myself. We have an online learning platform for artists where we teach them how to market their artwork and how to give them art marketing strategies and tools and tried and tested ways of selling artwork more efficiently. And artists connect with each other, and they have a spotlight there where they can promote their artwork and tell their art story. It's something that we're very proud of, and we love the feedback that we get from artists as well. They're so it's heartwarming to see how many people we can help sell their artwork, because let's face it, everyone needs to earn a living, and the myth of the starving artist, that is such a myth. It's ridiculous. So the Dutch Art Box is something that we're very, very proud of. And if you're curious, if you'd like to know more about the Dutch Art Box, there's a link in the description below, and perhaps you would like to introduce yourself and become a featured artist. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, that's me in a nutshell. Here's Jean. She's going to tell you a bit about herself, and we hope to see you online sometime and become a featured artist. We'd love to meet you. Okay, bye for now.